Looking into a little bit of politics, you obviously have Zionists in this country, and these specific Zionists are wannabe Jews or reptilian inbreeds who, in fact, have to carry out an agenda. And their agenda is evil. It's the number 8, it's the number 9, it's centered in Saturnalia, and it is the reason why the world is the way it is today. We won't be able to go into all of these particular subject matters. However, I am here to focus on what's taking place throughout the world. As recently Hawaii had an incident where there was supposedly a missile launch and they were going to get nuked, and then they told the public that it was a false flag. The reality was it was not a false flag. It was actually a missile sent by Israel, located in North Africa, not the Middle East as they've sold to many people. And this missile was actually intercepted. Via this interception, they sold the public the lie. The USS Liberty also went to the same incident. It was Israel. It's on record, declassified information, accessible for anybody to uncover and see just what you're living around and up under. Moving forward now, we have to look into a few situations, especially 9/11. It's the most recent time that the Zionists actually sacrificed a populace of people, uniquely here in America, because it's not the plot of land that we see people dying on all the time, in the sense of war-ridden. However, deaths occur here in the millions via the medical attack, the airborne attack, the virus attack, the DNA rewiring that's happening through food-like products instead of actual food, the pesticide contents, the yellow, the red, the purple, the coatings, the binders responsible for keeping pills together, which is induced with animal byproducts and such. However, moving over to politics, we see that we have what we call rogue factions. And these rogue factions exist here because they could give a crap about what's going on in terms of the populace and what they choose to believe, and the government, in the sense of the congressmen, those with these puppet leadership positions that are appointed to be responsible and carry out the agenda of the day, supposedly towards the benefit of all people, when in reality you have these men and women who have taken sworn oaths to secret organizations that are not secret. However, the doings of that organization are secret to the extent of you being able to join and you being able to actually live out the type of life they live out and have perpetuated upon the blind public for centuries now, and it's continuing. Look at John F. Kennedy, for instance. This gentleman, when you seen him shot in that limo with his wife, his head was blown from 3 different directions. We all seen it and they said, well, it was a magic bullet and it went there and it went there and then it came back there. The reality of the matter is it didn't come out of there and there and there. He was shot by 3 different people. And could you believe that these are 3 different rogue factions? Meaning almost like a coup d'etat type of vibe, but these are appointed militia that's low level, remotely existing in this country for the express purpose of doing things such as a 9/11 or such as taking a president out of office that want to return the money back to the pockets of the people who earned it rather than to the Federal Reserve, which was a makeshift lie. Rogue factions, the people responsible for pulling off the 9/11. We have to be very mindful as to what's going on around us. Your vote doesn't count. Your skin is your sin. If you have any melanination, you were considered 3/5 of a man, so why go into the sing-along that you're actually a human? When you are a human, you're not 3/5 of a man, but the ridicule, the reducing, subjugation of a people by another people for the sake of sheer humiliation and the continuance of it must be eradicated and done away with. You have to use your brain. How could you support anybody who killed your grandmother 6 generations ago or your grandfather 4 generations ago and then say that their offspring today are not responsible? That's a crock of crap. It's not that they're responsible, but the very traits that are in their foremothers and forefathers are in the children as well. And if things don't work out well for them, and if the only job left on earth is taking you all out free of any repercussions, guess what they'll be doing? It's not a reason to be upset. It's not a reason to emotionalize. However, we have to monitor the politics. And the politics have never been in our favor, which is why we should stay out of it. Your vote does not count. It will not count. The elected officials, those who are sincerely looking to go about change and bring it to light will not have it. They'll give you a minimal to keep you pursuing the maximal. That's politics. You beg for two, you get one, maybe half. And if you re-elect her or him, then you'll get the full two. You see how politics works? The words must never match the actions. The actions must never match the words. You have to be able to look at a crowd of people, make them a promise you know you're not going to keep, and sell it to them real good, just like the preacher does every Sunday and Saturday and Friday. Speak up, y'all. Truth is only powerful when you speak it to power.